what the biosphere is, like what it looks like and what it is.
Well, a biosphere is a enclosure of so it's like made out of glass, like a dome, like you know those football domes? It's like that, but it's 3.5 acres wide and long. Then they have a living quarter, like a little jungle, a little 100-gallon ocean, a desert, and then they also have a farm where they grow all their food. So living quarters is just basically what you would find in your house, and then
Okay, now DJ, why are they doing this? What's the purpose in doing this?
well, what they're doing is eventually, in not our lifetimes, but in your great grandkids, they might have to evacuate off the earth because of natural disasters such as the global warming, or the sun gets too big and too hot.
Or an asteroid?
Or, yes. Hey guys, that is Ed Bass, and he is the founder of the Biosphere, and he donated the land and $30 million so that they could build it. And now that it's running, each year it takes $5 million to run. He gives $3 million, and the other $2 million comes from the donors, contribution, and the people who go there. That guy's a rock star. Hey guys, here's some interesting facts about Biosphere 2. Biosphere 2 is over 3 acres under glass. There are 7,200,000 cubic feet of sealed glass. There are 6,600 windows. At the highest point, it is 91 feet tall. And Biosphere 2 is sealed from the earth below by a 500-ton welded stainless steel liner and thick cement. The name Biosphere 2 comes from the idea that it is modeled on Earth, the first biosphere. Can you guys imagine having to build all of that on Mars? So we're actually at the biosphere right now, and my question is, how would you get it into space, or whatever planet you're going to? That whole thing.
Benji, how many rockets would that take?
Probably 4 or 5.
Oh man, it would take more than that.
I'd say 100.
Hundreds of rockets probably, huh?
Yeah.
To make something this big?
The whole thing, not just that.
I thought you meant rocket, spaceships, connected things.
Yeah. And then if you had a spaceship that was traveling around the universe trying to find other planets, it might have to be about this big.
Yeah.
Maybe bigger. Like Battlestar Galactica.
Hey guys, as you can see, there is the cactus binding with that tar tree. The reason the cactus wants to bind with the tar tree is because the tar tree provides shade for the cactus.
This experiment shows how soil is made from nothing but rocks. As the plants and rocks interact, the scientists collect stuff that falls into pans at the bottom and study it. If we are going to create dirt to grow crops on Mars, we need to understand this really well. All that wind is like a giant air conditioner to make sure it does not get too hot, because Biosphere 2 is in a big, hot, giant desert. To support life in habitats above, there are tons of pipes, tanks, and electrical controls underground. These are really important because they make sure there is a lot of electricity, enough clean water, oxygen, and not too much carbon dioxide. We need all of this on Mars because the temperatures can get down super cold, minus 195 degrees, and up to 70 degrees, near the equator in the daytime.
Whoa, you guys won't believe how cool this lung is. Because hot air expands a lot in the desert, the pressure change would blow out all the glass windows. The lung is really big and absorbs the increase in air pressure by raising the metal dome with the legs up and down to compensate. On Mars, in airtight habitat, they need something like this. It is so important Biosphere 2 has two of them. One is a backup. So on Mars, we probably need two.
3.
Working at the Biosphere was crazy hard work, 10 to 12 hours a day, every day. They had to grow and make 80% of their food from scratch. Jane said making a pizza took 4 months. Each person had to prepare all the meals for a single day, each week, and it took the whole day. They were mostly vegetarian and ate what would go easily. Lots of bananas, sweet potatoes, fruit, and a little bit of goat milk, fish, and pork. Their skin actually turned a little orange from all the sweet potatoes. A few crops failed to produce as much as they planned, so they only ate 1,750 to 2,000 calories a day for many months. But while they got tired of eating that way, they had excellent nutrition and were not starving. Because of all that hard work, they burned a lot of calories, the equivalent of working hard 4 hours per day. In the end, each person lost 10 to 20% of their body weight. But through the experiment, they maintained amazingly good health, maybe the best of their life. They also had a laboratory for the scientists and a medical room for the doctor where they could do blood work and minor surgery because if they got sick, they could not go out for help. They also had a machine shop because if anything broke, they had to fix it themselves. They helped with the construction so that they understood all the machines and equipment. They could communicate with the outside for help with how to fix stuff, but had to fix it themselves. If we were to set up a biosphere on Mars, they would need all of this. The astronauts would only be able to talk to experts on the Earth because resupply missions would take a year or more.